All right, so today I want to evaluate the so-called friendly keto ice creams. You're going to be exposed to a lot of different products, and sometimes you don't know if they're actually that healthy or not. But to be defined as keto, you want to be low carb. But even that is a very loose term, and there's no exact legal definition of a low carb. So my whole thing is to promote healthy keto, the healthy version of the ketogenic diet. And that includes nutrient-dense foods that have higher quality ingredients. So let's just kind of go through each brand and let's talk about some of the ingredients. I'm not going to put all the ingredients there. I did not see a problem with a lot of the ingredients, but there's several ingredients that I am concerned about. Now, the first thing I want to just mention is sugar alcohols. So most of these brands use a sugar alcohol called erythritol. Now, what's good about that is it's 0 on the glycemic index. What's bad about that is that unless it's non-GMO, it could be made from GMO ingredients. So on some of these products, I did not see the non-GMO. In fact, all of them I did not see if it's non-GMO or not. So if it's GMO, that could be a problem, especially if it's made from corn, because it could have traces of glyphosate, that herbicide. So that's one thing. The other thing you need to know about is when you start consuming ice cream, it's very easy to consume a lot of it. And one serving size will give you 7 grams of erythritol. The Keto brand will give you 8 grams, and the Rebel will give you 9 grams of sugar alcohol. So don't be surprised if you have digestive issues, bloating, diarrhea, especially if you actually have too much. Now, as far as the Halo brand, I could not find this data. All I did find with Halo is that it had 10 grams of net carbs, pretty high. Also, it contained wheat flour, enriched in wheat flour, which that is a bad ingredient, and sugar. Now, Enlighten also had sugar in it, which I'm very much against, especially if you're adding protein, which is the milk protein, with the sugar. That can create a sticky protein. It's called advanced glycated protein. So it makes things all sticky, and there's a lot of problems with that. Because what they have to do when they make this ice cream is put everything in a vat and cook it. So you're pasteurizing it to keep the bacterial counts low. And then if you have sugar with some of the proteins, which I'm going to talk about, that's when you have the problem. Now, if we compare this to traditional regular ice cream at the store, I mean, there's a lot more sugar in those brands. So this is going to be less, but you don't really want any added sugar to your ice cream or any keto snack for that matter. Now, the other thing I didn't like about keto is the tapioca fiber. I don't like anything tapioca. It's just not a good keto-friendly ingredient that I would recommend. So now let's go through some of the other ingredients. Some of these products had skim milk, some had cream, most of them had cream, and some had whole milk. The problem with these is that you don't know if they're organic. In fact, if they're not labeling it as organic, you know it's not organic. It's commercial milk products. And with commercial milk products, you have the cow consuming corn and soil, which is going to be GMO. I would challenge these companies to go organic with at least the dairy part right through here. The other thing I just mentioned is the sugar. You don't want to have any sugar in the product, or wheat or tapioca. The egg yolk that they used was not organic. It should be. So you want to do organic egg yolks because you really don't know the quality of the chicken that laid the egg. So I mentioned some of the points right here, but the biggest problem with every single one of these brands is this ingredient right here, MPC, milk protein concentrates. Another name for that would be milk protein isolates, exact same product. Now, what MPC is, it's a group of proteins that come from milk. They're dehydrated and dried out. It has a combination of casein, whey protein, other proteins. And I want to put a couple links down below to show the relationship between these proteins and inflammation in your liver. Now, I personally have firsthand knowledge of this because anytime I consume anything with this one ingredient, I can feel my liver becoming inflamed. There's pain around the liver. Apparently, I'm very, very sensitive to that product. Now, this is what people don't realize, is that almost all milk protein concentrates are imported from China and Mexico. And on top of that, this product is not regulated. So anytime we have something imported and we don't really know where it's coming from or what was done to it, because we know it's not organic, so there's just a lot of unknowns. And if you're one of these brands watching this video right now, I would highly suggest you get rid of this ingredient from your product. Not to mention, go organic with the dairy products and the egg products. And make sure you have no added sugar or tapioca. And of course, take the flour out of the product. That is not keto friendly. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Hey, we're back.
With another amazing recipe.
No grains, no sugar, totally keto. There's no suffering in keto.
Absolutely not, Karen.
And it's an immune system builder.
Absolutely. You have to check this out.
I think you should hurry up, watch the recipe, and make it yourself. It's just so easy to be keto.
But is it simple?
It's super simple. We hope you enjoy making it as much as we are enjoying eating it.